Hello. Hi. I am live. I was going to go and, or I did go and refill my water. Uh, there's a, I live in a dorm, and there's like a, water fountain that I go to refill my water bottle at. And there was like a crowd of people outside the exit of the elevator. It was like, or not really a crowd, it was, a collection of like 8 people. There's one person who's standing on like one side talking to the group. And I didn't really get exactly what he was talking about because I didn't want to like make eye contact or get noticed. But I exited the elevator where I'd go to like fill up my water bottle. And this was right before stream. He was talking about something about the symbol of Satan being the symbol for the government, and something about like Men in Black, like the I have to guess the like the super secret agent people. Like from the, like Will Smith, the Will Smith movie. I don't know what all that was about, but good start. We're gonna play some Bad End Theater. I've never played this game before. The art style really sort of like endeared me. And it seemed, it went on like, sale, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I've had my eye on the game for a while, so I'm giving it a shot. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. We make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. Begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you'd like. You are the demon doll, the human doll. I am the human doll. Sure. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How you interact with the demon doll. Hostile. Attack it as hostile. I'll play nice with the demon doll. You try to make friends with the demon doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. I am the demon doll. Control the demon doll. Wait, can I? Go ahead and try and play the demon doll this time. Oh, I can't. Alright. Control the demon doll. You're a fierce looking guy, just minding your own business. How you interact with the human doll. Play nice. You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It is not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. Just as you saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to whatever you chose during your last playthrough. Oh, interesting. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay them from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. I will be the human doll and the demon doll will attack. So I know he's going to attack. I'm going to attack it as well. You both attack each other at once and die together. End tutorial. Reset, and then like... if I have you attack and I play nice, you kill me. Try to make friends with human doll, but it kills you. Okay. I understand. Yeah, I get it. Game sees your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Complete my first tutorial. Alrighty. So these are the 4 characters I got. Hero, Maiden, Underling, and Overlord. There's 41 endings. What's this? No, okay, that's the tutorial. Bad end. Ah, I see. 11, 9, 11, 10. Okay. Let's start with the hero. Just seems like a natural place. You are the hero! You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You were told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head up on your adventures to rescue the maiden. But the demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Bravely slaughter the creatures. Or flee like a cow. Okay, so this symbol here unlocks this action for other people. So like, when I go, I can set him to do dutiful actions. I'll do it. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. Look at all that blood. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Dude, we're gonna go full dutiful here. Cut through the demon army. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. Oh god. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all his soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance. A convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Think about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you got. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Just as you suspected, she must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you are too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the darkness and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero end. Reset. Alright. Yeah, okay. It slaughters all the demons. Cool. Let's play the Underling. Because I think that's who I killed first, maybe? So I'm going to have him slaughter everybody. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You're not particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearingly boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyways. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're going to go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to all your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only want to defend your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow her? No, I don't want to overthrow her right now. Let's not. You tell your friend that you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably, there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change in atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. Oh! She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come and save her. You consider your options. God, oh no. No, let's be... No yelling. When the maiden recognizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? Yep. If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? Correct, yeah. Maid is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found the maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and her friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and just say, "That was a joke." And you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Alright. A few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sound of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Avengers Fallen Karma's wishes death. Save yourself. Don't die. Look around at the lifeless form of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life far, far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully, alone in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Deserter underling ending. Alright. So we didn't oh no, we found both of them. Okay, so we found hungry and disloyal, so we can eat the maiden immediately. Okay. Let's I want to do hero. Let's try this. I want to do disloyal underling path with the hero trying to kill her, because it's gonna. I think the hero, you're gonna like overthrow the Overlord, but then the hero's gonna kill you. That would be fun. Yeah. Gonna go crazy. Let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of the Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very easily oppressed. You assure them that you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Change of atmosphere. Yeah. Gobble her up, or tell her to quit yelling. No. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure maybe you should live up to your demon name and strive back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and you feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. It's time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show, which leads to my death. Is that what that? Let's figure out what this means. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience screams, grows louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken my revenge like this a lot sooner. As you consider your bloodthirsty giants striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running at you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling, after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. As the curtain closes. Alrighty. That's not really what I wanted to do. Do this again. Alright. We're gonna overthrow. Don't gobble her. Oh. Oh, I can't. Okay. Avenge. Who's the guy think he is? Coming in here and killing everyone with some maniac. What'd we ever do to him? You lunge out at him while he's busy driving a sword into the guard, who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kind of down. No! You liked that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there's no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Good job, Underling. You saved them all. Okay. So, no. Let's just untick that. Go. Overthrow. Don't eat. You don't get to sleep. Yeah. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up rude. Oh, your friends wake you up rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're going to get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Oh no. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, so let's kill the overlord. You tell them that you were joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say that you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the overlord, you know how bad it is to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend that you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance, your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't go back now. You'll just have to be the one to assassinate the overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. I don't like how they chose to uncapital the start of all the sentences for no reason. It feels needless, but you know. You sneak into the overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Coward. Wait. That's a new thing, right? I mean, I'll die. Time to die. You figure out the cleanest way to do this would just be to dig your claws into her throat, so you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting, just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. Lord, Underling, and B. Okay. I want to see what happens if I want to see what happens. I want to get there. So skip. Overthrow. Don't eat her. Okay, we'll kill her. Chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room and find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask to be let out again. The Overlord stirs in her bed. While your head is turned, the demon shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Cowardly underling. Alright. So, okay. I didn't know you had 3 different... I thought everyone only had 2. Okay. I want to try... Let's just raw diplomatic with the hero. Let's not get fancy here yet. You are the hero. Yeah. No. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chances at the castle. You're a hero, after all. This is your job. On your way to the... Oh! This is a different path than I wanted. But okay. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back towards the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may have been the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Trusting. She can't be trusted. Do I just, like, straight up kill her? Believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about the demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The 2 of you return to the village. They had all been so worried they praised you for your bravery, but the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them that it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on your way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the 2 of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already. That doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk the demons in order to clear up the misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into the demon's territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize this is just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle engulfed in flames. You only take an eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now, you think of turning back. The maiden may need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Was it worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander hero. Okay. So what's happening is that there's a plot to overthrow the Overlord, and I wanna eat her and do that and see what happens, because then the maiden won't interrupt me. She'll just be gone. Flee like a coward. No. Take your chances at the castle. Okay, so because the maiden can't interrupt me, I just make it to the castle. Cool. Diplomatic. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of... I love how, like, the like, just, like, expressions, like this is very, I don't know, it feels good, like, just as far as the tone of the story and everything. I think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Oh. Useless hero, and okay. Reset the stage. What happens if I get to the maiden and don't trust her? She can't be trusted. You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets pretty upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd's in a frenzy. Oh, smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. She seemed nice, though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator, hero, and a... No, don't exit. Oh, whoops. No, go back. Alright. What else? Alright, let's play the maiden. And let's just see what we got. You are a maiden! You live in a... I love the background music too. It's very just like, I don't know. The whole tone of this is like, oh, how everything ends terribly through misunderstandings and all these different terrible events. But like, it's all very like outgoing and lighthearted and silly. You live in a peaceful village next to the spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons would just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You're in church, you pray to your god, asking why you've been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious to what the point of it is. You are really impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen, then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about the dialogue! Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Refuse. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out for anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commandeered her demons to avoid towns and villagers. Or she commanded, sorry. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord couldn't say the same of it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the ways things were back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies. Oh. Gasp. They love each other. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you will return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and gives you a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? Overlord, son! Oh, no. You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. No. Truly, truly tragic. Alright. What if the underling tries to eat the... What happened? What does this do? You... Introduce yourself. Tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. Ah! The Vegeta suddenly jumps and starts fighting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you were swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah. What if you're hungry and I yell? You yell, but here does not come. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so, dutiful slaughters all the demons and hungry. What if I do this? Here does not come. Nope. Okay. So, that's nothing. What if we do coward? and get to the ending. Does or what if you meet the underling after they've assassinated so there's no fire there, it's just killed. Maiden. Introduce yourself. Refuse to leave. Oh, you'll be back. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't... What's this color change? This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. Oh, and thinking about it, I've killed everyone! Because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you just pretended not to hear them, if you'd left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. This path, it isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs in and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. There's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by the flames. Well, yeah, I got them all. I managed to ruin them all. Cool. All right. What about this? Polite. Refuse to leave. Nope. Okay. That doesn't matter. Hungry. Diplomatic. I haven't played the Overlord at all. I just... Yeah. Maybe we... Oh, let's do... Obedient. And do the diplomatic route as the hero. Flee. No, hold on. Bravely slaughter. You approach her with curiosity, and she runs from you for some reason. You wonder what all that was about, and then you remembered you're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to the town. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. If I go hungry. Yeah. Slaughter. Slaughter. No. Okay. What if I don't scream at the sight of the underling and not obedient And we go crazy slaughter mode. Yeah! Yeah! You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you expected. For some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord. Yeah, let's try. You lunge forward with driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. Of course. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You're remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Oh, okay. Ta-da! We did it! Good job, everybody! Yay! I saved! What's this? Hero tries to kill the Overlord. Okay. What if I play the maiden? Be nice. Refuse. Yeah. As you think that a hero enters the room, the hero suddenly dashes toward the Overlord, sword drawn. Protect her. Yeah, we're gonna. We get martyr. Yes. Protect her. You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny. You think. You never could have imagined. Oh no. Oh no. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You're glad your destiny has turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. Sacrificial maiden end. Alright, so now tries to kill the Overlord, dies to protect the Overlord. I wonder what happens when the underling interacts with that. Let's not overthrow her. Don't gobble her up. She's actually not so bad, you guys. This is just the end of my death, but your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand that, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Well, yeah. No. Reset. Okay. We're gonna... Let's not. Don't eat her. Kill the Overlord. Oh. Chicken out. No. Alright, go back. Hold on. No. Go back. Okay, kill it. Time to die. No? Okay, so that those storyline. Play the Overlord. Maybe? No. What if we're diplomatic, polite, coward, trusting in case it matters, and then Overlord. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans and hope they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you... I love the Overlord. Her expressions are like just the best. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself up to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes in here anyways. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Grant them the day off. Tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to take a nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier has brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. This picture is also very good. You feel warm and the feeling's mutual, guys. We're in. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Let her stay. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're all very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time, and that you're actually super evil and all. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here, and the people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. She is. Did I tell you to kill? I forget what I did. Don't do it. You're entered by another human in your doorway. This time, it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You didn't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero that you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She is frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step towards the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wants to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be... I don't like this look. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Selfish Overlord end. Alright. I want to do the same thing, but not be possessive. Day off. Stay here for a while. Let him go. Soon that she'll respond to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. Hero gone. Lay down. Is this loneliness? To your dorm slam shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed in flames. What's going on? Try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Burned Overlord. Okay. So that's the you don't do anything ending. What if I do this one? Work. Let her stay. Let her go. Oh, right. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden hero bursts into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice... You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying and saying everything was that first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting at each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try and take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering at something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot, knowing that they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Forgive them. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You all burn together. Okay. Overlord's true end. Interesting. Before you're taken back to reset the story once more, you pause for a moment. True end. True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you are. This is the bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. Interesting. Okay, so... Oh, I never even realized that there's this tree here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's this? Okay. Let's get dutiful hero. Here to all this. Or polite, I guess. And then murder mode. Murder, murder. Ask the maiden what's going on. She explains that she's come here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks you why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless but bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. No. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the old Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help think you probably deserve this. Yeah, okay. What if I do that? But stab her in the back after. Do it now. Kill. Oh, this is the same. Okay. Cool. Which was that? Yeah. Okay, what's this? Diplomatic and disloyal. Okay, disloyal. And let's be diplomatic. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable guy. Reliable. Oh yeah. Be nice. Diplomatic. Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. No. Ask the Maiden what's going on. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here on her own volition. That's a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You asked her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows you two to leave, and you casually exit the castle. Pause when you see a group of suspicious demons. Oh, I haven't done this as the hero's perspective, right? They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell them about this. You don't understand what the Maiden is thinking. They're always better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And that these same creatures have just noticed... those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. Maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The Maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shift the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safely, you certainly will. Group of demons, oh no, yeah, is this, yeah. Okay. So this is just the hero's version of that, sort of witnessing the event. What is this? Trying to slay and then the maiden sacrificing herself, yeah. What's this? Oh. Oh, okay. No. Just the same thing, but she's merciful. Let's get that. Flee. Diplomatic. What's going on? Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? I guess it doesn't matter now. You all burn together. Okay. Hero's true. Oh, we got the hero true end. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... Okay, so the true ending is the same for everyone. Is this final thing? Alrighty. Okay. It's the same scene, I guess. What can I do from here? There's something left for the maiden and the underling. Okay, so I'm gonna make her merciful. hero trusting. Yeah, so we're gonna make her polite and obedient, and we're gonna make the hero trusting. Yeah. No. Polite, obedient, trusting, and we're gonna make you merciful. Although I guess it's let's get you killed first. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice. So not on your adventure outside the castle. Yeah. As she greets you, she says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Hear her out. Yeah. Okay. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. Yep, this happens. Gotta be disloyal so I don't die. Chicken out? Or kill? Did I kill? No. Okay. What's the... Disloyal. Obedient, trusting. Yeah. You're out. Kill. Chicken. Huh. So there's something that I need to do in order to, like, unlock that? There's still two traits for the underling and the maiden that I don't have unlocked that I need to unlock in order to get to these great. So, like, I can't get these right now until I unlock them. So what can I get to as the underling? Disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. Okay. Diplomatic, possessive. Does it matter what the maiden? Polite? Yeah, we'll just have her be polite. You know, not obedient. Boom. Yeah. Hear out. Yeah. Disloyal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You sneak up to the Overlord's room, but there's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is a good chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Heroic underling. Is that a trait? No. So what, How do I get this? How do I get here? I can't. But I can get here? Like there's a I have gotten here? I thought the light blue lines are like where you have gone. And finally over that become the new demon ruler. Huh. Okay. Okay. We can get to here. Yeah, let's do possessive, diplomatic to get to here, and then disloyal, and then not disloyal. Let's get those two. So I'll start with disloyal. Introduce. But the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her that you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe the demons are evil after all. And if they are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Has she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you. Now you back yourself into the corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. But the Overlord stops, or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone stopped moving now. The room is silent, save for the underlings' hefty breathing. You thank them for what they've done, even though it was awful. You feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide to never leave home again for the rest of your life. Okay, and then not disloyal. Same thing. Polite. She vows you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Okay. Doesn't unlock anything. Okay. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. So I need antisocial overload. I haven't done anything with antisocial yet, to be fair. But I don't know what antisocial does. Like it seems like it sort of doesn't add anything, so to say. Let's do this one real quick. Hungry, dutiful. Shoop. Day off. Huge commotion outside. A hero showed up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With a decisive swings, he stabs you and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you had been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you're swallowed by the darkness. Conquered Overlord, alright. And then, was there another? No, okay. Hungry, not dutiful. Disloyal, and trusting was another one. For day off, sure. Go back home. You'd love to have all the conversation in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here would definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maid turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. Okay. So because I didn't make her listen. Wait, this is... Forgive him. This was... I messed something up. Alright, hold on. Hungry. He's gotta be hungry. He's gotta be hungry so you don't meet the maiden. I forgot. Day off. You're working by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak with you. He inquires about a maiden who is rumored to be here, but you've never really seen her. Humans don't visit very often, or ever really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you there. Heroes traditionally kill demons. This guy seemed like he was bad at his job, in your opinion. Whatever. You're still feeling sleepy, so you get right back to your nap. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You remember now. You gave this one a day off. And this is how it repays you? You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated. Okay. That's that one. And then if I... Hero behavior trusting. What am I missing? Tyrant. Hungry. Oh! Wait, that shouldn't matter. Whether I give you Tyrant or not. Hungry. Okay, well, I'll be Tyrant next time. Hungry. I wake up. You're disloyal. And the hero's trusting. Yeah. Tyrant. Go back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the capital tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. Fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You are awakened by one of your underlings. They brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden. You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visited this place. He believes you and goes home, to your surprise. We have seen this, but it's not letting me skip. So, until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your... What? That's the same... Oh! Because he's disloyal, he's the bad end, so I need to make him not disloyal. Yeah. Skip. Day off, sure. You hear voices in the hall. You aren't sure how long you slept. The sound of a shutting door forces you awake. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but someone's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? We got this. Reset this. What? What the? Hero needs to be trusting. Hero is trusting, right? Yeah. No. Sorry. Just die. Okay. Do I need you to... Okay, don't eat it. Don't eat him. This map is laid out weird, because it looks like you can get to this point and go here, but you can't... I'm guessing you can't go here if the maiden is dead. So I need to do the not hungry path to get here. I need the maiden to live. I'm gonna antisocial and obedient. I'm gonna try that. And not hungry. Day off, sure. Antisocial. Maiden does what she asks and takes her leave. Figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed in flames. Try to escape. Having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone doesn't want you getting out. No. Okay. Not obedient. Not obedient. Day off. Antisocial, but you're gonna be mean. We'll let him go. No. Trusting. What is trusting? Believes in the maiden story. When you believe in the maiden's story, you go back to the village, and then are sent to the castle, trying to like it'd be like sneaky, like, hey, you know, go to the castle so we'll burn the maiden at the stake. All right. Which one of these paths gets me here? Tyrant, hungry. What if you're tyrant and not hungry? What happens? If you're a tyrant and you're not hungry, it'll go here because okay, and then I can be antisocial, but if she's not obedient, then it just she stays. Oh. Is this me killing him? Yeah, I think that's me, because I chose not to kill him to get to the true end, so we all burned together in the fire. But this is me choosing not to kill him. What's this? What is this? Hero trusting. This is if she doesn't leave. If she doesn't leave, we get to here, which we don't. For this scenario, we don't want. We're gonna get back to this. So I've had an idea. These grayed out things are like, if I get here, then I have to be able to like unlock this, so to say. Like there's no universe where if I go this path, I can't do this because I don't have the maiden's trait here for these endings. So I can't get to the true ending, or I can't get to this one. But if I get to here, then I'll be forced down this path. Or well, I can go down here, or I could go here. What's this? What is this? How do I get this? Can I get to your gray image? Yes, I can. Okay. Here. We're gonna try and get here as the maiden and see how that goes. So I am going to antisocial. Oh, which one of these is obedient and which one of these is not obedient? I haven't been burned at the stake as the maiden yet. I'm gonna be obedient. I'm gonna go and be obedient. You're gonna be antisocial. Yeah, I don't want to stay with the Overlord. I don't want to go down this tree. So I wanna listen. And then I want to set as trusting, probably, which will get me to this choice, which hopefully will let me figure out what's going on here, or how to figure out how to navigate this. Boom. Polite. Obey. You don't want to cause trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. You don't know the Overlord's castle is like... Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. He is very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. Turns out the two of you returned to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They'd all been so worried and very glad that the hero had brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued, because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seemed confused and looked for the hero for the explanation. He tells them that he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this really isn't his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole demon would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed in a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Oh, wait. Resolute. This is what I need. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. And no one seems to know how to react. Long arm. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. But as you approach the castle, you notice something's gone terribly wrong. It appears to be on fire. Is the Overlord alright? Yes. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You're already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castles to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. I've been here before, yeah. Okay. But I unlocked. I got it. Resolute. Yes. This is confusing. Wait. Okay. Okay. Which means Huh? How is this your true ending? How do I get here? How do I get here? What is... Okay. The underling violently overthrows the Overlord. They become the new demon ruler. Okay. So this... I don't want the underling to succeed in overthrowing it while being disloyal. You know, none of this is anything. So what if I eat? No. If I eat her, it all goes to endings that I've already done. No eating her. I get involved in a plot. Brings me to the castle. Disloyal. Yeah, that's not it. So not diplomatic hero. Diplomatic hero needs to be not diplomatic and does need to be trusting. which of these are necessary is the question. Antisocial and obedient. Let's try that. We're going to be antisocial and obedient. Antisocial, obedient. And polite, why not? Hero out. Disloyal. Yeah! Okay. You and your friends turn to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. Oh, we haven't done here from the underling's perspective. Oh, that's what we're missing. Okay. It'd be bad for you if the Overlord found out about this. No. Capture. Oh. Use the maiden for killing practice. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, let's just do this real quick. This is just the way it has to be, you declare, before jumping and clawing her guts out. It turns out you're already an expert on ending lives. Your friends call you a show-off. You go back to the castle to wash off all this icky human blood. As you're finishing up, you hear the sounds of a battle outside. Heroes come and seeing the dead maiden must have made him pretty angry. We haven't seen this from the hero's perspective. The hero has never seen a dead maiden, which is interesting. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and the hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who manages to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. The new ruler, yeah. Okay, so do that. Unlocked all the actions behaviors, yes. Okay, but do captor this time. Hero out. Disloyal. Captor. You and your friend seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it feel more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in her cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's acting about the mating, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to stop slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice," and other such cliche hero lines before driving his stupid sword... sorry, I filled that in. Just driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. And then we're here again. Yeah, okay. Cool. Reset. Now... No. Skip. Save me! Oh, we haven't... Alright, obey. Leave on your own. Oh, I haven't gotten here yet. Alright, this works. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the castle, leaving the hero behind. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. Oh, is this actually what I was supposed to do? Alright, they immediately notice you and you overheard them and decide to lock you in the dungeon before you cause any trouble. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protest. You can't believe you escaped, possibly being thrown in a cell back in your own village, only to be tossed in this awful place. This is terrible. Who's gonna keep those demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries doesn't reach him. After a while, violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Okay. What's... No. Refuse to leave. Reset the stage. I want to see the end. Okay. So we have everything. We can get anywhere now with the right combo. So, maiden. Yeah, so this doesn't matter. I guess you can be antisocial. Does it make you dutiful to make the maiden go home alone? Obey. On the way, you encountered Hero. He's covered in demon blood. You were frightened by the sight of him and run away. You returned to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Did they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating on what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be, so they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fear and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd and voice... This is so scary and sad. Like, imagine being in this situation. It's, I hate it. You are seized by the crowd and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so, so sorry. It's so like heartbreaking. Not dutiful, do the same thing, so that the hero's back with you this time. Obey. You seem to think you're lying to him. Yes, you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve? You're very... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. No, he needs to be trusting. Okay. Obey. No. That's wrong. Wait. This is new. But as you get closer, you start to notice a tower of black smoke darkening the beautiful blue sky. The castle is engulfed in flames. What in God's name could have happened? You scan the fleeing monsters, but yeah. Okay. What do I have left? Okay, I got these. Yeah, I got both these. Okay, cool. Have him do the thing. Okay. Trusting. And then not a captor. Light. Okay. Grab the hero and... No. Leave on your own. No. Never mind. Not that one. Grab the hero and run. No? No. Reset. What do I need? I need to make him disloyal too. Right. Okay. But not a captor. Okay, polite. Obey. Leave on your own. There we go. Suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling you recognized from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be! They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. Okay, cool. Thank you. All righty? Non-martyr. How many here? Two. Okay, yeah. Non-martyr. Dutiful, heroic. And do not martyr yourself. Yeah, polite. Here barges into the room, closely affected by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon too. He knows that must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes forward towards the Overlord, sword drawn. Do nothing. Do not protect her. The hero's blade pierces the Overlord, and she lets out a horrible scream. You flinch. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying it's time to go home. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then, you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle, and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Complicit maiden. And then your true ending. Okay, so to get there, I guess what path do I want to take to get there, you know? Let's be diplomatic and stay with the Overlord. So, diplomatic, disloyal, coward, probably? Or no, she needs to be merciful. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Skip. The Overlord spares him. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Yes. Maiden's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 2. What? Keep collecting bad endings for now. Alright, that's interesting. Lost letter number 2. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right, I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it. Wherever it is, forever yours, tragedy. Alright, so we got 3 more letters, which I'm a bit confused about. Okay. Oh, because I need to, I see, okay. What's this? Oh no, okay. I need to complete all 4 of them. No. Oh, slaughter. Good job. Alright. Let's do the hero next. So, I need you to run away, be diplomatic, and then she be possessive. That's all that, yeah, I just need to do that. Run away, diplomatic, ask what's going on. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the 2 of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping on you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Alright, what else do we got here? Martyr. Oh, right, okay. So, martyr. Slaughter. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord, but your blade pierces the maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look at the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Loyal hero. Okay, and then... Okay, so... Antisocial. Flee. and she is obedient. Right. Okay. Antisocial, obedient, which lets us talk. And then, yeah, we'll do disloyal captor first. Flee. Trust. When you reach the gates, you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. Because we haven't seen her dead. Right. Okay. They inform me she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. She trusts them, and in return, they lock her up. So demons are truly evil beings after all. You demand they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected as much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You thrust your blade through the demon before... Oh, no! Before you can... And rush into the castle alone. You are the only one who can save the maiden now. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Yep. A letter flows down from beyond the curtain. Why? Wait, what? I'm not done with all of his... What? Oh, I got to the bad... Okay, it's just... Yeah, I didn't see all the scenes, but I got it. Okay. Let's read this letter. My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this. It's unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write, and I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more. And then, maybe, we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Forever yours, Tragedy. Alright. Cool. Underling. Next. She needs to be resolute. So disloyal, antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute. Antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute, and then merciful or not for 2 different endings. So I'll do not merciful first, because that's not the true ending, right? Quit yelling, disloyal. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans that have overheard your entire conversation. They take you up onto the castle. Are they heading to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found that you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up. Except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was your idea, and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitor's friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the 2 humans, and then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Okay, and then merciful version. No yelling. Kill the Overlord. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd just rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together. Underling's true end. Letter flattened down from behind the curtain. Lost letter number 3. Okay, reading that. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. Ho ho! The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stars aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you've always listened to the very end. I'm grateful for that. I hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. Don't worry, man, I got you. I'll get all these. Okay, so we've got a few things to do here. Okay. Dutiful. Not obedient. Just dutiful. Should be fine. Sure. Let her stay. Notice the sounds of battle have started ringing throughout your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. I love him so much, man. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it in there. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You are not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. That dear hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one... Sorry. There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why had it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing, but you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You've had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Wrathful Overlord. Alright. And then the heroic version. Heroic. Where she's not a martyr. Oh. Why has it turned out like this? You feel a sudden sharp pain through your back. You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Ah, that was careless of you. So this is how you die, stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right. Humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. You watch as the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Slain Overlord, and then this is gonna be the saddest one, where just everyone fucking dies. Where she sacrifices himself before the hero kills her. Or she, yeah. Why is the maiden shouts something behind you? And you turn just in time to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. It pierces her chest, and she falls to the floor, lifeless. As a pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. You lose control, and the hero is obliterated. But your hatred, but your hatred for the humans has not yet been satiated. You go on to destroy them all, and become ruler of the entire world. Oh! Good for you. Alrighty. And now we've gotten all the true endings now, but we haven't gotten all the endings for the Overlord. That's all that's left, right? Yeah. So we need non-merciful? I haven't been merciful. I haven't consciously chosen to stab him. Obedient. Yeah, let's just do that path. Wait, no. I need the murder plot to be discovered. Right? Yeah, because otherwise I just get my throat clawed out. Oh, the maiden hero go. Okay, so she just can't be obedient. Cool. Yeah, we hang out, let her stay for a while, let them go. Nope. Okay, I missed something. Disloyal. She needs to be disloyal. Or he needs to be disloyal. Take retribution, kill. Here, backs away. He is wise not to interfere. They stop moving, but you keep digging and thrusting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Yeah, okay. Cool. And then last one is... What is this? Let's see. Hungry? No, he needs to be trusting. So, trusting only matters if she's alive. So, not hungry. Antisocial. And they... Yeah. Trusting, obedient, and disloyal. Day off. Antisocial. Wake up to the sound of the battle. A hero is cutting through your army. As the... Wait. Oh, right. Okay. It is your job to take charge in these kind of situations. You rush out to end this hero's pitiful existence. Vile demons! I shouldn't have believed for a second that you were anything but pure evil. I'll exterminate all of you. You don't really get what he's going on about, but you engage regardless. A girl's gotta defend her people. You clash it again and again, but the hero isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health, waiting for the other to make a move, when one of your underlings appears behind him. They knock the hero unconscious. You kind of appreciate it, but can't they see this was a duel? They don't respond. You sense murderous intent. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You've been slain by your own underling. Yep. Cool, that's everything. Letter flown down from the curtain. Lost letter floor. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you're depressed. Okay, and then number 4. Oh, yes. Do you remember when we first met? I just finished one of my scripts, one I was quite proud of, in fact. As I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude, you wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day. Even now, I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, Tragedy. Alright. So that's everything. I've gotten everything. So now we'll finish. Congratulations, you've explored every path I had to offer. Thanks for playing. Okay, we'll go here though. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the path you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. You are on fire. A maiden. Maiden is burning. Choose another role. Hero is burning. Choose another role. An underling. The underling is burning. The overlord is burning. We shall be... Question. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? Take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you. But why are you pitch black? You feel that this is the doll I chose at the beginning. You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, the maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too now. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be. Her god? No, you're merely the player. If there's any god here, they'd be the final boss, and that's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now, enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into this stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me tragedy if you like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater, though I can't abide by you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I want to see something new. Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all the less for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. Stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How you'll fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Defense. You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try again. Defense. Try closing your... Oh, wait. You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Behold, my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? All the different colors. You've witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much of a masochist as me. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right, you came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Oh! Here we go. Summon. You find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way that the hero could understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this. I craft all of my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer, and apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. I agree to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. Ooh, this is very nice. The hero has arrived. Really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Okay. I wanna get everybody. Oh, I'm getting everybody. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing! She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with an excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. Think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Which one? That one. Okay. Sip real quick. Another friend. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that, no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling that you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be the best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for this underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle. The underling, You must be desperate to call in such an unreliable ally. Huh, if I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Terrible fate. Killed by your friends. Summon the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? Blah, 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 blah. Words. You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It is more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize how she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I shall follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. We got the gang all together. I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. Ha ha ha. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Alright? Yep. Alright. Haha, now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combinations of behavior will open the path to your true ending? Show me. Let's see. Ambition. I'll reach my true end ending with my own power. The Overlord loses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. Oh, tragedy is reeling. Tenacity. Knock me down and I'll just come back up stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, tragedy. I refuse to give in. Who uses willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. And then... hope? Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim towards your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. Oh! We've done it. You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, hero. Thank you, maiden. Thank you, underling. Thank you, overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it, I wonder? I'm satisfied. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Yay! Oh, we get to see all their lives separate. Oh, please show the Maiden and Overlord together. Please show them. Yeah, you got all a bunch of new friends. Oh. Yes! 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 I love them! I love them!
Searching for my lost love, stumbled toward bed and theater. Though its lays were cold, I still felt this warmth from them. Isn't that strange? Can't help thinking of your face. For all your tragedies, I'll write happy endings. Undo all our suffering. I've missed you, my darling.
Your true end. Something's missing. Oh, you're still here. The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell, after all. Ask Tragedy its story. Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart in your hands, revealing... I've been given... I'm going to keep the voice, she's kind of committed at this point. I should have warned you this might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the Maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear not another ending, but the truth? Yeah. Alright, one last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons, or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone. Another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The Maiden and the Overlord. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the types of stories where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship, and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. But this story does have a happy ending. Huh? Alright, I was hoping to find you. It's you. It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You know I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I'd be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now truly everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. Yay! Alright, are there any achievements I don't have? No. Oh wait, yes. There are two. Total reset and a hidden achievement. What's the hidden achievement? I'm looking it up. I'm cheating. Bad End Theater achievements. You're bad and you were overcome by tragedy. Oh. No one to see my life. But if you'd love to reset, if you really want to experience everything all over again, I'm happy to oblige. Shall we begin the resetting process? Yes. Reset. Two options. Keep some of your progress and reset to before you started the true ending. Or you can erase all your progress and replay the game as if it's your very first time. You'll have to collect everything all over again. You can't take this back, so choose carefully. Just before the true end. I don't want to reset everything. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Go. Do it. Can't end like this. I'm guessing. Come to save you. Shin's group that you've witnessed their many terrible intertwining fates, and they're searching for a good ending. Of course, this makes no sense to any of them. Only the maiden understands your compassion. My prayers have been answered. You must be. For God, no, you're yeah. Seek all the bad endings. Frankly, you should never have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might be the only way to see a better ending. Time to fight God. Attack. I'm gonna do this. Try that again. Attack. How do I fail? How do I fail? Aha! I have to choose the wrong options. Okay. Yeah. Kindness. Okay. Yeah. Mischief. It's so much fun when you like a reminder of where that mischief will lead you. Can I just like keep trying? Yeah. I'll summon everyone and still fail. Yeah. Brutality. Oh, your vine's really been working out for you so far. I'll show you my own brutality. Yeah, okay, here we go. Your HP has run out. You are overcome by tragedy. If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. You'll reach the path again through the maiden's true end. I'll be waiting. Your bad end. There we go. Exit the stage. Okay. And then I guess a total reset. That's all I've got left for the achievements. Alright. Fight for my true ending. I'm just going to quickly do all these because I think I need to win in order to get the option to do a full reset. I'm surprised I got it right on the first try, the combination. Willpower, hope, tenacity, ambition. Didn't even fuck up the combo once. I'm satisfied. Skip. Something's missing. Get. There's one more. Remove the mask. Yeah. 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 Tell me. Yeah. Story. Enter. Nothing more for me to see. Let's reset. Total reset. Has a bad ending. Well, just in case. Total reset end. And there we go. That is everything from Bad End Theater. I had a very good time with it. It's what I expected from it. I guess it was good. It's not like a super like complicated game, but it's fun, it's simple, it's charming. The art I love, like all the, especially like the color-coded pixel art. I'm a fan of pixel art already, but just everything combined. I was a huge fan of. It was despite it being like the Bad End Theater and like all the bad endings, it was still very like charming and cheerful. The dialogue was nice, or the writing, I suppose, more than the dialogue. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Just as a sort of short, it again, like it only took me 2 hours and 30 minutes to beat, so to say, completely. There's nothing left, but it's really, yeah. I like little games like that. I have more fun doing things like these than a lot of times with like bigger action games, like these sort of like visual novel style games. I've been enjoying them a lot more lately, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it's so casual. Like you get to experience this. You don't have to like stress out about things or like really get in the zone. And I do like getting in the zone for sure. But there's it's a nice break, I guess, from all that sort of mindset. But yeah, that is going to be all for Bad End Theater. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. Thanks for everyone for watching. And I am going to see you tomorrow for some Sea of Stars. And then, Persona 3 Reloaded just came out too, and I'm definitely going to play that. I'm a huge Persona fan. I haven't played... P3 is the only one I haven't played of the, like, P3, P4, and P5, which are the ones that are, like, good. Like, I've heard that Persona 1 and Persona 2 weren't in their prime, so, like they weren't really good games, but even P3 I've heard was good, even if it was like older, and then P4 and P5 are just beautiful games. I love them both so much, so I'm definitely going to be playing P3. I don't know anything about it, and I want to keep it that way. I know, I guess nothing is wrong. I know some things about it, but I don't know the plot at all, and I barely know some of the characters, but not like their stories, just like what they look like. So I'm very much looking forward to Persona. I'm going to start that next week. I think I'm going to... It's definitely going to be like a weekly... I think Persona 3 and Sea of Stars are going to be the games I'm going to alternate between. I don't know if I'll throw in some extra games like Coffee Talk, because I have Coffee Talk and Coffee Talk 2. But those are a bit kind of just like me reading a lot, which I don't mind, but I don't know if it's really suited for... I'll think on it, but I'm definitely going to be playing Persona 3, without a doubt. And then I'll be continuing Sea of Stars. So yeah, I am heading off. I'm gonna go get some food to eat and do some more work. But I'll see everyone around next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye, and bye-bye.